Hey, what's up everyone? As promised, this is going to be a video regarding various occurrences taking place in the world around us, and there are no shortage of them. So to start, first, 14 hours ago was posted about this deadly 6.1 magnitude earthquake that killed at least 8 people in the Philippines on Monday while they were celebrating another day of their extended Easter holiday. Trapped people screaming for help, and the ground was moving like waves, they stated. Here's one of the images from the area of some of the damage in the top right hand corner of the screen. I'm going to enlarge it here. Now, there were some strange events for Easter. We had the Lyrid meteor showers. Some got to see it, others didn't. And the incoming solar wind and the pollen corona, as you see these images right here on the screen. And this very interesting apocalyptic tsunami was in the sky. It formed after a collision of 2 supercell storms over the state of Nebraska. Quite interesting. I've seen this a few times, but very few in my life. A lot of times I've seen it only online. They're talking about, once more, the really big one, which I don't like to do scare tactics in my videos, so I know they've mentioned this many times, and I think this is a repost, but they said the next rupture of the Cascadia subduction zone will spell the worst disaster in the history of the continent. So they've already posted this multiple times, but it is true. If and when something like that were to occur, it would be disastrous. And that church that collapsed on people during the Easter service in Delongobo, South Africa, killed 13 and injured 16. And these church bombings are awful. They're getting ridiculous. Hundreds were killed in, I think it was in Africa. And it's just, there have been so many church bombings and church shootings. There was an attempted one in the United States where the guy was walking through there with cans of gasoline and lighter fluid and a lighter. And they arrested him, thankfully, claiming, I was bringing this to my vehicle, the church was a shortcut. And that they found out that was bull, which is a lie to begin with. The individual, thankfully, was ascertained by the police. He was taken into custody by the police, and the evidence was taken. His vehicle was searched, and they found all kinds of explosive equipment and things. They found that the vehicle, from what I heard, they actually found lots of evidence against him. So thankfully, he was taken into custody. Full. He did not need fuel. So, moving on to this, deadly storms move to East Coast with damaging storms 2 days ago, as you remember, but just check out all of these high winds, flash floods, and storms that took place during the Easter weekend. The red ones are tornadoes, blue ones are hail, and purple show the wind damage. So thankfully in the state of Tennessee, we were fortunate enough to miss these Easter damaging systems. It was a beautiful Easter Sunday in our area. Sadly, my mama did not get to go with us because she felt really bad, but I mean, the fact she's alive, I'm thankful for, but she didn't feel like going. She heard. I'm going to video if it will comply. It's not wanting to comply. It's doing some crazy things. Hold on, I'm not sure what it's doing. There was that wall of snow as it made its way toward the person recording. It covered the entire town. I don't know what the recording got a moment ago, but it's totally messed up. And that fire, all the fires in the Baikal region in Russia, they left more than 240 people homeless as their homes and their cattle burned down. State of emergency has been taking place in Russia because of these fires. And an earthquake swarm that hit the Santa Cruz Mountains in California fault, that they said there were less than 20 seconds apart between the two largest quakes 3 days ago. Here's something to look for. China, or to pay attention to, China is now going to construct a next generation 100-kilometer collider that will dwarf CERN's Large Hadron Collider to study God particle, the Higgs boson particle. It's going to make CERN's Large Hadron Collider that smashes particles, which, in all honesty, the thing itself looks like an interdimensional portal machine. The thing itself looks like a giant portal technology. But they're going to build one much larger than the one in Switzerland. The CERN's Large Hadron Collider. And Australia's legendary island sea, Lake Erie, or Eyre, is greening the desert and attracting wildlife and tourists from far and wide. And this woman here, after the apocalyptic flooding in Nebraska, she was feeding the wildlife living around her home, and these animals were living side by side. You see raccoons, skunks, foxes, possums, cats, everything. And that pink moon that rose on Friday, this is an image they showed here. 6.1 earthquake jolted Taiwan, and they said it swept away. Schools swayed violently. Children fled their classrooms. This was a spectacular eye in the sky appearing over Manitoba, Canada. And the plague of black beetles in Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Anbar after severe flooding took place. And rapid diseases are spreading. Natural catastrophes are hitting global scales right now, hitting the global supply chains. Catastrophes are already hitting the global supply chains right now as record amounts of disasters are happening. And this was 5 days ago, where the United Arab Emirates had record deluge as hundreds were rescued from the flooding in the area. And that Mount Aso erupted for the first time in years, 2.5 years, in Japan. And several other things to report on, but I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. Very rare hailstorms and all kinds of things happening in the world around us, so just keep your eyes open. I just wanted to share more strangeness and more various things happening in the world around us. Peace and much love. This has been another edition of my series of videos regarding various things happening in the world around us. Stay as safe as you possibly can. Peace and much love, and I'll speak with all of you again very soon. If you like my content, please subscribe and turn on the notifications. Leave your comments below. Let me know you saw the video. And if you feel like supporting, help support with PayPal. Peace and much love. I love you all. Bye.